But still, if a police officer asks to see your ID, you got to show them your ID.
No, you don't. You do not. You absolutely do not have to. And I don't have to, and you will not get it from me.
Look,
you will go away from here without my ID. I can guarantee you that. My son and I arrived at the police department where my wife is employed in order to pick her up from work. While we waited for her to exit the building, I filmed her coworkers ignoring a stop sign as they left the property. A department employee was parked next to me and saw what I was doing. She called the dispatcher to have them check me out.
Hello?
Hey, Michelle. Can you do me a favor? Can you send somebody by the front parking lot of the PD? There's a, like where I was parked illegally in the front parking lot.
Where Rusty at?
Like towards the western spot, right? There's an older model blue Chevy pickup, 4-door.
Okay.
With, I think, a male occupant driving, small child in the passenger seat. They've got a, like, Sony camera.
Okay.
Pointing towards where our PD cars exit from the gate. It's a little red Camry. I know, I kind of looked at it because...
Blue older model pickup truck?
Older model Chevy pickup truck, 4-door. It's probably one of those Chevy Avalanches. I couldn't get around to see the tag because he's backed in.
White male driver?
Girl, I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like one of these damn colors.
Right. But it was like, you definitely saw it was a Sony camera.
Yeah, that's like the video camera is right on the dash, just at the level of the dash where the lens would be able to see these vehicles exiting. The PD, I mean, you know, you can videotape the PD all you want, but that's just weird.
Yeah, of course it's weird. And there's a child in the seat?
Yeah, in a passenger seat. Less than 10 years old. Between 5 and 10, probably. 6 and 10.
You already left?
Yeah, I don't want them. Yeah, I'm GOA.
I'll say if you do some UC work, give me a 28 or something.
I know, right? But I was like backed up against the bushes, and I'd have to go back and like kind of.
Yeah. No, I saw your car.
Act like I was trying to put something in my trunk. Because I was parked the other way.
Did he seem to see you or anything?
I think he saw me. It was hard to see because the glare of the sun. When I looked, I was parked east of him, so I had to look west to see him, and it was hard because the glare of the sun was on his window.
Right.
So
I created a call, but you know how this time of day is. I'm going to call down a briefing, see if there's somebody down there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Tommy Mitchell's in briefing when I just dropped the bolos off. Cody Smith was in there. Cacciatore was in there. Russ Major was talking to Justin Reed in the lieutenant's office.
Yeah, I'm going to call down a briefing.
I mean, there's people if needed.
Yeah, because, you know.
Maybe in the Foxtrots, I don't know.
Let me see if I can get him on my camera. Yeah, I see him. He's like a second spot in.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Very suspicious.
Okay. All right, I'll call down.
All right, give me a holler back with a CAD report or whatever.
Will do.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Can I help you with something?
Nope.
No?
I don't need any help at all.
You don't need any help at all?
Nope.
I can't see you. I'm too short. Can you roll that down a little bit?
I'm good.
Alright.
My hands are right here.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. Can you speak up?
I pose no threat to you.
Okay. Can I help you with something? This is for police parking only.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my wife. Yeah, I'm waiting for my wife. Yeah, I'm waiting for my wife.
It says parking for police business only. Do you have any police business?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
What's your police business?
Am I required to answer that question?
Well, yes, it says right here, parking for police business
And I told
only.
you I'm here for police business.
Okay, but if you're here for police business, I'm police, so you need to tell me what your business is.
Do I?
It's just weird times nowadays, sir. We just want to make sure you're doing everything right. We're not.
Do you suspect me of a crime?
I'm sorry?
Do you suspect me of a crime?
Your suspicious behavior.
Is that a crime?
It's not, but we want to dispel your suspicious behavior. You're backed in the police department. You have a video camera going.
okay?
Okay, well, let me put it this way, sir. This is for police parking only.
Okay.
So
I
if
told you
have-
already that I have
finish my
police
sentence.
business.
Let me finish my
okay?
sentence. If you're going to go into the police department and you have some business that you have to conduct, then that's what you're parking here for. You can't just park here without actually going in and conducting business. That's why the signs are posted. So would you like to go inside and conduct business?
My business is not inside.
Okay, well, that's what this is for. It's for people who are going inside to get reports.
So I
anything
can't
like
park
that.
here when I
No,
have
you
business.
cannot park here unless you're conducting police business.
Do you have identification on you, sir?
Am I required to?
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are, because you're technically parked illegally right now.
I am not parked illegally.
You are. You are not conducting police business. Do you have your driver's license on you?
Yeah.
Did you run the...
Yeah, I am. Can I?
Do you have your driver's license, sir?
I don't have to give you my driver's
I'm
license.
sorry, I can't hear you.
What have I done? What
You're parked illegally.
what have I done that's suspicious to you? what-
You're videotaping
I've-
our officers coming in and going out of the police department.
I'm only videotaping the fact that you guys all run the stop sign. That's all I'm doing. That you don't stop
Then
at the
you could
stop
be
sign.
doing that across the street, not
I
inside the
could,
parking lot.
I could, but I also have police business here.
Okay, then would you like to go inside and conduct it?
My police business is not inside. I already
it's
told you
inside.
that.
That's what this parking is for. It's for the police business. If you're filing a report, if you need a...
If I'm picking someone up here,
If
is that
you're
illegal?
filing a
Is that a
report-
valid reason for me to park here if I'm picking someone up who's
There's
inside?
nobody you'd be picking up from here.
Nobody at all.
No.
Because you know everything, right?
I know if there's somebody in the jail, that'd be somebody you're picking up, but there's nobody in the jail to be picking up right now.
So I can only pick up people from the jail.
That's the only person you'd be picking up right now.
Okay. Well, I guess you know
If you would
everything
like,
then.
there's parking spots right here in the front that you can sit in. This is for going inside and conducting
Okay.
business.
In the future, since I'm here every single day at this hour, every single
Okay, then
day,
you can park there. Or
since I
across the
drop my
street.
wife off here every single morning, I will not enter your parking lot. Okay, if that's your rule.
You can sit right there. That's the same distance if you want to film anything, but you cannot be in the parking lot unless
I'm
you
only
do
here to pick up my wife. I'm killing time. I've got a camera, a dash cam. So I figure while I'm here, you know, I'll film you guys running the stop sign. What's the big deal with that?
No big deal. You just need to be sitting on the other side.
To pick up my wife, I have to sit out on the street.
No, right there on the parallel parking spot. It's a legal parking spot for you to sit in. But like I said, this is for going inside and conducting business. That's why it says no poorhouse parking either. So if you're going to the poorhouse, you can't park
Very
here.
good.
Everything, it's posted for a reason.
Are you related?
Yeah, she's my wife.
Is your wife? Why couldn't you explain it to us?
I did. I just told her
No,
that.
he said he's here to pick up his wife.
Okay. So what's the problem? Why are you hassling me?
You got a video camera on the
So
front of
what?
the dash.
You have a camera on your car, right?
You realize it's 2016. No, that's not how it works.
If I called your wife up and told her what a hard time you're giving me in the police department,
I'm not giving you a hard time. You're giving me a hard time. I didn't do
I'm asking
anything.
basic questions
I'm
and
sitting-
you're not answering them.
So what? I'm not obligated
Do you
to.
watch the news at all? Attacks on police?
I'm not attacking any cops.
I don't know that.
I would
don't
never
know you.
ever do that. I
Any
have nothing
questions we
but the
ask you,
highest.
You're not answering them.
I have the highest and utmost respect for you guys, but that doesn't mean I have to spill my guts to you.
I'm not asking you to. I'm asking you to dispel certain questions. Dispel my fear.
I
you're
just
not out
did.
here.
I told you I have police business here. I'm picking up my wife. I'm sitting here killing time. I'm watching you guys run the
You're not-
stop sign all afternoon. Okay, so I'm just filming that. What's the problem? Is that something wrong? Is that
No, there's
illegal?
nothing wrong with it. But when you don't tell us who you are,
You
what
know
you're doing
who I
here-
am. They told you on the radio who I am. Come on.
We had to jump through all these hoops to get the information. If you would
So
have
what?
just said
What?
it from the beginning,
I'm not a
we would've
bootlicker,
known.
okay? I'm just not going to roll over and anytime you guys tell me to do something,
Okay,
to do
listen.
it.
If you're not going to be here for police business, you're picking
I'm
up your
here
wife,
for
then park on
police.
the other side.
You're telling me
Park
I'm
on
not
the
here
other
for a
side.
legitimate reason.
Then park on the other side, because this is for people who are coming in and conducting business.
I'm not-
That's what we're going
There's
to tell
plenty
you.
of spaces. I'm not blocking up the spaces.
That's what's going to happen. From
The
now
only
on.
reason you don't
Very
want me
good,
here
sir.
is because I caught you guys running the red stop sign.
That doesn't matter
That's
to
it.
me.
That's
Like
the
you
only
said,
reason
it's
you don't want me
safety,
here. That's the
because
only
you could
reason.
be scouting out
If I didn't have my camera,
If, all day long.
if I didn't have my
So you-
if I didn't have my camera, you guys wouldn't have batted an eye at me, correct?
No, that's not the cause.
No, not even
So,
remotely.
so-
there's a suspicious vehicle in the police department.
Suspicious?
Yeah.
What makes me suspicious?
You're backed in, okay? Videotaping
So
us.
backing in is
You're
suspicious?
videotaping a government building.
I'm not videotaping a building, but okay.
How do I know what you're videotaping?
Because
you
I'm.
got a videotape going, okay? There's a lot of things going on in 2016.
I don't.
Crimes against police,
I don't
okay?
dispute that, but I'm not a threat to you.
How do I know that? I don't know you.
Because I told
I ask you to lower the window then. You don't want to. You don't want to
why
give your
should I?
identification.
I don't want to. And I don't have to. Okay?
But that would have made this thing go a lot faster.
Rolling my window down would have made it go faster?
By telling us who you were.
I mean, come on, guys. Really, think about it. You know, you guys swore an oath to the Constitution.
To protect the people of the United States.
And are you protecting me right now? No, you're harassing me.
Protecting
You are the state. Yeah, no, you're the state. You're the, you're the one who's harassing me right now.
Okay, give her a call because he's going to need to go park on the other side because this is for going in and conducting business only. If you're here to pick up your wife, we'll get her in the car and she can go home and go with you now, but you cannot be parking in here unless you're going inside to do business. So from now on, so you know from this point forward, if you want to record us, no big deal. Go across the street and watch them run the stop sign. There's a parking lot right there that you can wait in. You can sit right here.
So thank you for admitting that it is because I'm recording that you're hassling me.
I am not going to call you a liar if that's what you're saying you're doing.
Of course that's.
I am going to say
Of course that's why you're doing what you're doing. Because I've been sitting here. How long has my wife worked here? She doesn't have a driver's license. She's worked here for 2 years. I sit here every day, backed in, just like this. Nobody said anything. But the day I decided to record you guys running through the stop sign...
Do you understand the climate of America right now?
That doesn't have anything to do.
Do you understand the climate of America?
That has absolutely nothing to do.
Has everything to do
Does
with
that
what's
trump the Constitution? Did the Constitution just go away?
It has everything to do with what's going on right now.
It doesn't...
The same reason why we record every transaction that we have with the population.
But when a citizen records you, you guys get all...
They're very used to it.
You guys get all upset about it.
Building, it could be for intelligence purposes that you're gathering for other
nothing. There's nothing I can get right here that I couldn't get on Google except for you guys running that stop sign, which is what I was doing.
No, you could get a lot of things like who's driving which car and all those things.
How is that going to help me? Trust me.
I don't know what your intentions are. Like we said, this could have been over a lot sooner.
It could have been. It didn't have to happen at all because I didn't do anything wrong. I did nothing suspicious. I didn't break any laws. Okay. All I'm doing is sitting in my car. All right. And you're reading me the riot act for what? Because I caught you on camera running a stop sign. That's what it was.
Hello, everybody.
So what's going on here?
I don't know. I'm sitting here waiting for my wife. Okay, I'm filming 4, 5, 6 cop cars go out. You guys blow that stop sign. And I think it's funny, that you guys enforce the law.
Roll down a little bit so
for what?
I'm here and talk to you.
No.
You don't want to roll down?
I would prefer not to,
good.
with all due respect. Okay? So I'm just sitting here. All of a sudden, this guy rolls up. You guys come. This car rolls up on me, okay? Like a SWAT team or something, like I'm doing something wrong here. All right? All I'm doing is filming you guys run the stop sign while I'm waiting for my wife to come out. Okay? Does that seem like suspicious behavior to you?
Would it be easier to just say to the guys, I'm here to be...
I don't want to get my wife involved, but obviously that's a foregone conclusion.
You waiting for your wife is not getting your wife involved. You're letting the officers know why you're here, and it would have been done. So the only point I'm trying to make is maybe you escalated this to where it shouldn't be.
I escalated it?
Yeah, because if
you guys approached me. I didn't do anything to you.
Think about all the stuff that's going on in today's society.
Well, I haven't done anything to warrant this level of attention.
The only way they're going to know if you haven't done anything
you guys
is by
can
asking
all
questions.
walk away. You could all just walk away and forget that this incident ever happened.
And that would have happened if you just would have simply said, I'm here to get...
I did.
Have a great day.
That's what I did. That's exactly what I did.
That would have been the end of it, right?
But that's not true because that's what I did, and yet here you are.
Well, like I said, I know you very well, and she's spoken of you many times. And I never met you, but I feel like I know you. So I think it could have been resolved in a much better fashion.
I still haven't done anything to warrant this level of attention, in my opinion.
Well, all they want to know is what happened, what you did, and you have the camera, and they don't know what's going on.
I've told the story 3, 4 times now.
All right.
Does it sound like I've done something to warrant this level of attention to you?
Yes, it does.
Really?
If you would have told them right away that what you're here for, then you would have left.
I've told that story 3, 4 times now.
Do you have any,
how many more times do I need to tell the story?
You
didn't want to provide any identification?
I'm not obligated to. I haven't committed a crime.
It doesn't matter. Officers get paid to be nosy.
Yeah, I know that. You get paid to put me in jail and dig into my pocket.
We get paid.
And I'm not going to let that happen if I can prevent it.
Dig in your pockets, okay? But they do get paid to be nosy and ask people why they're here, what they're doing.
I understand that,
especially
and
with the
I
heightened
respect
stuff that's going
that.
on.
And then when you say, "Oh, he's just filming our guys breaking the law," you let me go on about my way, okay? Right? You could do that, but no. Oh, we can't let him get away with the evidence. He's filming our guys around the red stop sign over there. We got to hassle this guy and make sure that we don't want to let the citizens.
I highly doubt that
Excuse
the officer
me?
was. I highly doubt that the officer was concerned about you videotape him rolling through a stop sign.
Why else are you here?
Because we want to know why you're back there.
Do you know?
Have a video camera.
Do you know that I'm in this parking lot twice a day, every day for the last 2-3 years?
Okay, maybe nobody noticed.
I back in every day, every time I back in. Okay, she said it was suspicious that I backed into my parking spot. How is that suspicious? I don't know. And do you know that I've spent hours in this parking lot waiting for my wife, who is never on time. I love her. God bless her. She's never on time. Okay, and so I sit here for hours sometimes. And I've never had this level of attention until the very day I decide, after watching you guys run that stop sign for days and days and days, you know what, I'm just going to film that. I think that's interesting. I think that's funny. I'm going to film that. And then all of a sudden, lo and behold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 officers because I filmed you. Do you see how ridiculous that looks from my point of view as a citizen, a civilian in this society? When I run a stop sign, I get you guys digging into my pockets pretty deep, you know that? So when I film that, when I film the act that you guys come after me for, no, that can't be tolerated. We gotta have the citizens lick our boots, okay? And we are above the law. We can run these stop signs. We can break these laws. Yes, you are. That's your job. That is your job.
The only thing they want to know is who you are and what you're doing.
You know who I am. I've told you that.
I've never had the pleasure to meet you. I've only heard about you.
Well, I'm sorry it had to be under these circumstances. It didn't have to be like this.
I know of
you guys didn't have to roll up in force like this.
You got to remember something. Police are on heightened alert of what's going on.
I'm on heightened alert. I am on heightened alert.
Okay, so
it's not just you guys being targeted.
I listen to you talk.
It's civilians.
Talk, okay? If
but
you're
acting like
vehicle in a parking lot that they perceive as suspicious, they get paid to be
what's
nosy.
suspicious? A guy walking down the street with an ice cream cone is suspicious.
A guy backed in a parking space with a camera
who's been there every day for the last how long have you worked
Guess
there?
what?
3 years.
If I drove by here, I never
3 years. You know how many police cars drive by here in the 3 years that I've parked here every afternoon, sometimes for multiple hours, and no one has ever said, "Oh, that guy's suspicious," until the very day I break out my camera and film guys running stop signs.
Okay, all we're doing is looking.
Do you see how this looks from my point of view?
I think you're being difficult. That's what I think.
How so?
That's what I think.
How am I being difficult?
You're being difficult.
I think you're being difficult. I think all of you are being ridiculous.
Like I said, maybe you need to turn the TV on and watch and see what's going on in
I don't watch
world,
TV.
and you'll see that the police are on heightened alert based on the circumstances.
Oh, I know what's going on in the world, but it's not. You guys aren't the only ones being targeted. I understand you are being targeted, not by me. Okay, I am 100% behind you guys.
So now I have no doubt that you're a decent guy, and I have no problem. But I didn't know that before, and neither did these guys.
Well, they did figure it out at some point.
Right.
And yet you're still here.
But still, if a police officer asks to see your ID, you got to show them your ID.
No, you don't. You do not. You absolutely do not have to. And I don't have to, and you will not get it from me.
Look,
you will go away from here without my ID. I can guarantee you that.
Now that I know who you are,
okay,
I can look you up.
You already know. You ran my plates. You knew that.
I personally didn't run your
plates.
You knew
that. You, as an entity, knew that. The moment you ran my plates, I heard my name come back over the radio, so don't tell me you didn't know who I was.
You would show me your license whether it was here or in the jail?
No, I absolutely would not.
That's what would happen?
Absolutely not.
But I'm just telling you what would happen.
Because you have no legal... If you did, you would find yourself in court and losing a lawsuit. Because you have no legal grounds to ID me.
Okay, so...
You have no legal grounds to ID me.
You have your opinion of the law. I know the law. So we'll leave it at that because I'm not going to sit here and argue with you and embarrass in front of all the people that you work with.
Already done.
Okay? It's because of you. That's why it's done.
Yeah, because I filmed you running the stop
You
sign.
didn't film me.
You as the Delray Police Department. That's why you're here. That's the only reason you're here.
No, we're here because you wanted to be
been
difficult and not tell me who you were.
Every day for 3 years.
That's why we're here.
You understand?
We're here because you were difficult. You didn't want to tell the officer who you were.
No.
You had to say
that's
one
not true.
sentence.
I have no
But
obligation.
you decided you want to be difficult and prove a point. And that's why we're all here.
I'm not proving a point.
Okay?
I'm standing up for my rights.
I hope that you felt
I
your
have a
point
right.
was worthy and you could talk to your wife
No, it wasn't
about why
worthy.
you embarrassed her today in front of all her coworkers. We'll leave it at that. Okay? Because that's what you did. You embarrassed your wife in front of the people she works with.
She's embarrassed.
I hope you're proud of what you
but
did.
I doubt if it's for what I did.
I hope you're glad that you accomplished something today. Have a good day.
All because you ran the stop sign.
I didn't run any stop sign.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
It's only us.
So they told me I can't park in this parking lot anymore.
Ever?
That's what they told me.
A few moments later.
Nine Florida cops swarm man for recording cops running stop sign in front of police station where wife works. South Florida cops detained a man after he recorded several officers running a stop sign outside the police station where his wife works last month. The Delray Beach cops never admitted they detained him for recording them blatantly violating traffic laws. But a recording of the call to dispatch reveals a department employee placed the call to report a suspicious man she observed backed into a parking spot pointing a Sony camera where police vehicles are exiting. The call alarmed the cops enough to send several officers to stand by while a couple of them interrogated the man, who spoke to PUNTA but wishes to remain anonymous. When the man mentioned his right to be free from search or questioning without being suspected of a crime, Delray Beach cops said they had the right to detain him because of weird times nowadays. It's just weird times nowadays, sir. We just wanna make sure you're doing things right, one cop said. Do you suspect me of committing a crime? He responded. Your suspicious behavior, Lieutenant Finney Gray says. Is that a crime? The man asks calmly. The video camera is right on the dash at the level of the dash where the lens would be to see these vehicles exiting, the department employee can be heard explaining to the dispatcher. I mean, you know, you can videotape the PD all you want, but that's just weird. Of course it's weird, the dispatcher snapped. The police employee reported to the dispatcher she couldn't see the man very well, and couldn't really determine what the man was doing that would warrant contact from police, because of the glare on his windshield. Gray, along with 8 other cops, eventually arrived to deal with their perceived threat. What's going on? Gray asks in a friendly voice. I don't know, the man shrugs. I'm sitting here waiting for my wife, okay? I'm filming 4 or 5 or 6 cop cars blow that stop sign, he says pointing to the sign. And I think it's funny. You know, that you guys enforce the law. So, I'm just sitting here and all of a sudden, this guy rolls up like a SWAT team or something, like I'm doing something wrong here. All I'm doing is filming you guys run the stop sign as I'm waiting for my wife come out. Does that seem like suspicious behavior to you? Lieutenant Gray leans his head into the driver's side window and asks the man to roll down his window. No. I prefer not to, with all due respect. Okay? You're waiting for your wife, getting your wife involved. If you would have just let officers know why you're here, you would have been done, Gray suggests. The point I'm trying to make is maybe you escalated this to where it shouldn't be, Gray added. I escalated it? You guys approached me. I didn't do anything to you. Think about all the things going on in today's society, Gray said, sharing his alarmist perspective. I haven't done anything to warrant this level of attention, the man pointed out as several cops stood outside of his SUV with their cars blocking him from exiting. You guys could just walk away and forget that this incident ever happened. Del raping thugs. And that would have happened if you would have simply said I'm here to get my wife. Have a great day. But that's not true, because that's exactly what I did. And here you are. Well, like I said, I know very well, and she's spoken of you several times. I've never met you before, but I feel like I know you, Lieutenant Gray says charmingly. So, I think it could have been resolved in a much better fashion, he added, insinuating the man should have given up his basic rights because his wife works in the same department as the cops running the stop sign. I still haven't done anything to warrant this level of attention, in my opinion, the man repeats again. Well, all they wanted to know is what happened, what you did. You have the camera. They just want to know what's going on. I've told the story 3 or 4 times now, the man reminded the lieutenant. Does it sound like I've done something to warrant this level of attention to you? Yes, it does. If you would have told them right away what you're here for, they would have left. I've told the story 3 or 4 times now, he repeated again. How many more times do I need to tell the story? 3 cops, including a sergeant, stand directly outside of the man's driver's side window, apparently attempting to intimidate him into cooperating with their request to identify himself, which they obviously know he isn't required to do. Inaudible dialogue can be heard over a nearby patrol car. Lieutenant Gray turns to the sergeant saying something about forms, but it's not exactly clear. Yeah, he refused to provide any identification, the sergeant replies to the lieutenant. All right, the lieutenant nods to the sergeant before turning to the man. Do you want to provide any identification? I'm not obligated to. I haven't committed a crime. It doesn't matter, Lieutenant Gray insists. Officers get paid to be nosy. Yeah, I know that, the man acknowledges, adding the monetary costs associated with interacting with police. You get paid to put me in jail and dig into my pockets, and I'm not going to let that happen if I can prevent it. We're not going to dig in your pockets, Lieutenant Gray says after the man's comment went over his head. But they do get paid to be nosy, asking why you're here. It's messy business. This stuff that's going on. I understand that. And I respect that. And then when you say, oh, he's just filming our guys breaking the law, you'll let me go on about my way. Okay? Both men pause for a moment. Right? You could do that. But no, we can't let him get away with the evidence. He's filming our guys running the stop sign over there. We gotta castle this guy and make sure. We don't want to let the citizens. I highly doubt that the officers were concerned about you videotaping them rolling through the stop sign. Why else are you here? Because, Lieutenant Gray pauses, searching for an answer. We want to know why you're back in, and have a video camera. Do you know I'm in this parking lot twice a day for the past 2 years? Maybe nobody noticed. I'm here every day. Every day I back in. Okay? She said it was suspicious that I backed into my parking spot. How is that suspicious? I don't know. Do you know that I've spent hours in this parking lot waiting for my wife? And she's never on time. I love her, but God bless her. She's never on time. I sit here for hours sometimes, the man explained. And I've never had this level of attention until the very day I decide after watching you guys watch that stop sign for days and days and days. And then I decide, you know what? I'm going to film that. I think that's funny. And then all of a sudden 1, 2, 3, 8, 9 officers, he counts the cops standing around his SUV. Because I filmed you. Dialogue ensues for several more minutes as Lieutenant Gray attempts friendly banter, presumably after it dawns on him the recorded interaction doesn't bode well for him, but then blames the man for embarrassing his wife in front of all the people she works with every day. The man pointed out cops had no reason to ID him. You have your opinion of the law, I know the law. Apparently, Lieutenant Gray never got the memo that photography is not a crime. Interestingly, to his credit, in 2014, Lieutenant Gray received a $225,000 payout along with the promotion, and in a whistleblower lawsuit he filed after he was retaliated against for blowing the whistle on inappropriate actions by Assistant Police Chief Ralph Phillips, according to the Sun-Sentinel. Gray proceeded with an investigation against Phillips' son who demanded Gray drop, which led to a probable cause affidavit being issued for Scott Phillips' arrest that ended with charges of fleeing and eluding law enforcement being added, the ones Gray arrested him for.